always say that even though we can't see God, we can feel his presence. Well, in this house, I feel a different kind of presence.
What kind?
An evil one.
It's hard to understand how people can do what you need to do as actors and go inside of yourself, find something, and then put it into your character when the situation is, by definition, supernatural. Talk, if you will, about your process.
Well, I mean, it is very technical, actually, to make horror movies. So it's not that scary on set.
No.
Just because it's very technical and sort of to get into that. And that was something that when we were casting the kids, one of the things I did was I wanted to see them get scared from me just saying, here's a ghost, and then have them terrified of that. Because if they could pull that off...
Does that work? Really? Can they do that?
They could. That's
Wow.
why they're in the movie,
Really?
these particular girls, yeah. Because that was so important to me to know that they could act scared with very little help or very little input.
What is it about kids? I mean, is it the whole Stanislavski thing that basically you almost have to become a kid again to get that much in touch with your...
You do. That's why you learn so much from kids, because they're raw, they're honest, they don't have... I guess they just don't overthink. And for him, he was saying it's a very technical process. For me, it's not. It needs to be a very personal, psychological,
Personal in what
and
sense?
Emotional. Like, I have to make it personal in order for me to act and to perform, right? So if I make it technical, then it has no life, nothing. It has to be real. I have to like find that inside of me in order to perform. It was easier for me actually because I believe in God and I believe in good and evil. So for me, it was scary and it was emotional and it was psychological.
Does the environment created help you too? And Anthony and she said, oh yes, but I tend to believe it's more like what you say. It's just such an artificial thing it's not as dark as it appears to be in the final cut, and it's all the stuff around and...
Well, it was
It was very dark.
Oh,
literally.
Because, I mean, cameras are so sensitive these days that you can shoot with very
Well,
little
that would
light.
help, I would think.
Yeah, so it was very dark, and that set was built very much... I mean, it is a set, but it's built very much like a house. So you do really feel like you're in this place when you're there, and it was very inspiring for me as a director. So, you know, just walking around that house led to new ideas of new scares to come up with. So, yeah, the environment is
That's
very
interesting.
important.
So you would use the created environment to stimulate something that you could therefore use in the film that wasn't there before it was
Absolutely.
created.
Yeah.
And as an actor, you could walk around and maybe at off times and use it to feel things. Did you just want to work on set when you got there?
I didn't really walk around if I didn't have to do anything there, because it was just so dark. I don't know, maybe that has to do with the fact that I do believe, and also I think part of it is I made myself believe more because that's what an actor would do.
Fair enough. Thank you guys for being willing to wander those hallways.
Oh, no,
That's what we
that's-
care about.
I love it.
I'm
Thank
Patrick
you.
Stoner.